Russia's first moon mission in decades crashes. More than $1 million worth of spam is being sent to Maui after the wildfires, and NASA wants your help studying Uranus. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian, and the only daily weird news podcast that is daily. Russia's first moon mission in many years ends in a crash. Russia's first moon mission in many decades has ended in failure after the Luna 25 spacecraft collided with the moon's surface. Oh, so sad, so sad. A collision with the moon's surface is the opposite of what you're going for when you want to land on the moon. No. You don't want to collide with the moon. You want to enter the moon's atmosphere. Actually, it doesn't even have an atmosphere. You want to just kind of gently float down and land on that soft bed of moon dust. And then you jump out and you say, "One small step for man and one na-na-na." You know how it goes, guys. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's not how Russia did it. The incident happened after communication with the spacecraft was interrupted. This whole thing is a blow to Russia's space ambitions. So sad, so sad. You know, it's funny to me that you're in the middle of a war, yet you still have space ambitions. I don't know. You see, it would seem to me like you should be concentrating on the war that you're in and not trying to land shit on the moon. I don't know. It's like you don't invent new dishes when you're at war either. Russia's space agency is called Roscosmos. Yes, Roscosmos. We shoot things in moon. Shoot them at the moon. We shoot them in moon. We shoot them towards moon. We try to land on moon, can't land on moon. Roscosmos cannot land, only crash on moon. If you need someone to crash on moon, you call Roscosmos. We crash on moon better than anyone crash on moon. Now, they say that they lost communication with their Luna 25 on Saturday around 3 o'clock Moscow time. Here's a quote from the space agency. The measures taken on August 19th and 20th to search for the device, get into contact with it, did not yield any results. According to preliminary calculations, Luna 25 switched to an off-design orbit right before the collision. A specially formed commission will investigate the reasons for the loss of Luna 25, they added. I don't know, they have these extra people just... you're going to form a commission to investigate the reason why it's crashed? You're in the middle of a war, bro. You're in the middle of a war, bro. You know, you might want to concentrate on the war, bro. I mean, I don't want them to concentrate on the war. Because I'd rather they do shit like this so that they lose the war. This news comes a day after the spacecraft reported an emergency situation as it was trying to enter a pre-landing orbit, according to the Roscosmos. During operation, emergency situation occurred on board automatic station, which did not allow the maneuver to be performed with the specified parameters. The spacecraft was meant to be Russia's first lunar landing mission in 47 years. The last lunar lander was Luna 25. Luna 24. Luna 24 landed on the surface of the moon on August 18th. Can you guess what year, guys? Did you do the math? 1976. The Luna 25 spacecraft launched from the Vostochny Cosmodrome in Russia's Amur Oblast, setting the vehicle on a swift trip to the moon. However, it didn't end as they had anticipated. Well, sad ending. Too bad Russia couldn't land on the moon. Oh boy, it feels so bad for Russia. And Roscosmos. Maybe you guys should start a GoFundMe for your poor Roscosmos to get a Luna 26 into orbit. Although, I don't know, you're in the middle of a war. You might want to concentrate on that. That's what I'm thinking. You're in the middle of a war, More than $1 million worth of spam is being sent to Maui after the wildfires. That's right. Spam is a staple in Hawaiian cuisine, and a lot of spam is being donated to those affected by the Maui wildfire disaster. Hormel Foods, the brand's parent company, announced they would be donating over 264,000 cans of spam to a faith-based relief organization. According to the company, Hawaiian people consume more than 7 million cans of Spam products every year, more than any other U.S. state. It's spam, spam, spam in Hawaii, as you know. And now, thanks to Hormel, they're getting $1 million worth of Spam as relief for their natural disaster to help the people out, aiding people that have been affected by what has gone on in Maui. If you don't know what's gone on in Maui, you should Google it. Lots of fires. Very sad. Now, obviously, Spam isn't going to solve all your problems, but I'm sure people that are suffering from this disaster will be very happy to receive some Spam. Now, you're probably wondering, why is Spam so popular, and what can you eat Spam with? Well, some friends of mine have ideas.
Spam, egg, bacon and Spam, egg, bacon, sausage and Spam, Spam, bacon, sausage and Spam, Spam, egg, Spam, bacon and Spam.
And that's just the beginning of the many uses of Spam. Now, in our story, we have the nonprofit Convoy of Hope, whose mission includes aiding people affected by natural disasters wherever they might be disastering. They've partnered with the popular canned meat company to bring 3 truckloads and additional resources to the impacted areas in Maui. Spam has also created a specially designed Spam Loves Maui t-shirt with 100% of the proceeds to be donated to Aloha United Way's Maui Fire Relief Fund. Here's a quote from Jenna, who is the brand manager. The people of Maui have a special place in both the history and heart of the Spam brand. Our donation efforts are just one way we are showing the community our love and support. Now, sadly, over 100 people have been confirmed dead in what they're calling the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history in over a century. The death toll is expected to rise. If you would like to donate, go to hawaiicommunityfoundation.org/Maui Strong. Now, in case you're wondering, if you don't eat Spam, what can you order?
I don't want anything without Spam in it. Well, Spam, egg, sausage and Spam. There's not got much Spam in it. I don't want any Spam.
Why can't you have egg, bacon, Spam and sausage?
That's got Spam in it.
Not as much as Spam, egg, sausage and Spam.
Shout out to Monty Python, the greatest comedy troupe of all time. Just trying to keep the story a little lighthearted because it is about a disaster. At the end of the day, I don't take disasters lightheartedly by any means. I take them seriously, but I also try to bring a little levity to the stories, as you know. So please forgive me for that. I couldn't help myself. It's a story about Spam. I must bring Monty Python into the segment. Have you ever wanted to create your own podcast? Well, Spotify's platform lets you easily record and distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn money, all in one place too, for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Record and edit on your phone or your computer, send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video podcasting options as well. Spotify for Podcasters allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. Yay! NASA wants your help studying Uranus. Are you guys able to study Uranus? Well, NASA could use you. Do you have a large backyard and a telescope? Well, you can collaborate with NASA in studying Uranus. It's the latest effort to investigate the ice giants Uranus, and along with Uranus, Neptune. Most of the work will be done by the Hubble Space Telescope and the New Horizons spacecraft, but surprisingly, NASA says every little bit of investigating helps. Even little old you in your backyard with your telescope looking at Uranus. That helps NASA. Now, here's a little history about the investigations surrounding Uranus. It's been 37 years since a mission visited Uranus, and and 34 years for Neptune. Despite increasing pleas from the astronomical community to study Uranus intensely, no return is locked in, and even in the best-case scenario, it will be 2 decades before a spacecraft could even reach Uranus. Also, a return to Neptune, out of the question. It's twice as distant as Uranus. Until then, all we can do to learn about Uranus and Neptune is comb through data from Voyager 2 for anything we might have missed, and to view them remotely, even from your backyard telescope, looking at Uranus. Dr. Alan Stern has something to say about Uranus. He says by combining multiple instruments, all focused on these planets at once, astronomers think they can learn more than each could manage even individually. By combining the information New Horizons collects in space with data from telescopes here on Earth, they can supplement and even strengthen their models to uncover the mysteries swirling in those atmospheres. You know the atmospheres of Uranus and Neptune. Stern said in a statement, quote, even from amateur telescopes as small as 16 inches, these complementary observations of Uranus can be extremely important. Now it says here, astronomy is one of the few fields of science where amateurs continue to play very important roles, such as discovering comets and even discovering supernovas. Just this month, Australian amateur Trevor Barry was honored for his contributions, particularly in the study of Saturn, using telescopes that he built himself. What a nerd. Barry has managed to fill in gaps about the ring planet's longest-lasting electrical storm the Cassini spacecraft missed themselves, despite being thousands of times further away. He was picking up on stuff that Cassini didn't even see. Oh, this Barry in his homemade telescope. His mom probably told him, you're not going to get laid that way, Barry. He's like, well, who has the last laugh now, Ma? Look at me. I'm studying rings, different kind of rings. NASA is looking for people who can track bright features as they cross the faces of Uranus and Neptune, in case you're wondering. Neptune reaches opposition mid-month, so will be visible for most of the night through September. Uranus will be rising around 4 hours later, so Uranus will require more perseverance to catch. You know, it's always takes more perseverance to catch an anus. They're always wiggling away. No, you know, I'm so surprised that NASA's putting it out there. You got to question whether amateurs really have anything to offer around Uranus. You know, I mean, Uranus is a special place. We all know that. And we don't know much about Uranus. We want to know more about Uranus. And, you know, if it was up to me, we would have professionals exploring this issue of Uranus. So I want to get the most accurate assessment of Uranus, man. Anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think amateurs should be collecting data about Uranus, or do you think only professionals should be toying with Uranus? I want to know what you think. I'm so immature. It's ridiculous. Call the show, man. 646-450-2012. Put me straight, bro.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. No matter how big you want to grow, Shopify gives you everything you need to take your business to the next level. Shopify is the commerce platform that makes it easy to show up and sell exactly the way you want to. No need to code or design. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period today. Visit shopify.com/offer23 to get started.
Yay!
Spam, wonderful spam. Thanks for playing the Weird AF News daily podcast game where you get to listen to me be ridiculous. If you haven't, what is it called? Oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed, man, you should totally subscribe to the podcast, man. And like, you know, just kind of hang out with me every day, man. Like, why wouldn't you want to just hang out with me every day, man? I got something to say. You know, it's not like the best, but you know, hey man, we're just, you know, I'm just doing it, man. I'm just doing it. I got some cool reviews, guys. You want to hear the reviews? All right, let's hear the reviews. Hold on, I got to take a bong rip. All right, man. Let's get to the first review, man. It's called Love It by Gatancinco. I wonder if this person's here with me in Mexico City. Gatancinco. Love it. Daily funny and interesting stories. I love that Jonesy can deliver a weird, sad story with an empathetic note. Thank you so much. That's really nice. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Did I already read this? Did I already read this review? I feel like I read these reviews already. I'm going to read it again because it feels good. Roger OK104. Did I read this guy already? Mostly funny. Yeah, Jonesy is very funny all the time in his own mind. In my mind, he is funny most of the time, but I am weird. Oh, yeah, I read these already. Oh, no, there's a new one. Okay, I know why I picked it. I was like, why did I save this page today? Oh, yeah, because there's one new one. Whatever, I'll just read a few. Who cares? That make me feel good. Dr. Lee Lewis. Oh, my goodness, Dr. Lee. I used to know a guy named Larry Lee Lewis. Any relation? Dr. Lee Lewis. I can't believe a doctor listens to my podcast. Can you imagine someone listening to this immature podcast where I'm doing horrible jokes about Uranus, like bad puns and horrible Russian accents, and singing about spam? Unbelievable that any doctor would like this. Dr. Lee Lewis says, sometimes sassy, sometimes sweet, a guaranteed mood enhancer to your day. Love you, Jonesy. Linda in Michigan. Dr. Linda Lee Lewis, killing it in Michigan, West Michigan to be specific. I don't think I've ever been to Michigan, so I don't know. I don't know. Is the West Side cool? West Side. I'm a East Sider. East Side. You guys know I'm a East Sider. East Side till I die. That's what's up. Anyways, shout out to Linda in West Side, Michigan. The doctor chiming in with a review. Why don't you guys be like Dr. Linda Lee Lewis and write me a super cool review of my podcast on Apple Podcasts? That's where you could do it. You should do it. Or Amazon. That's another place to do it. You should do it. You should do it. And while you do it, you should sing, I like to do it, do it. I like to do it, do it. I like to do it, do it. What? Review it. Oh my God, it's so bad. Anyways, if you guys want to support me, you could leave a review or tell a friend about Weird AF News. That don't cost you a damn thing to tell a friend, right? Tell them they should listen to a daily Weird News podcast with a host who is clinically insane sometimes when he's off his pills. Like right now. I love you. I love you so much. If you can't call the show because you don't have a mouth, then you can write me using your fingers. My email address is funnyjones@gmail.com. Follow me on the gram at funnyjones and drop me a DM. Slide into my DM. Slide and slide and slide and slide to the left, to the left. Now slide, and back. How's that song go? Dun, dun. I only really remember the part that everybody loves, which is everybody clap your hands. Hold on, I'm going to do it. Did you do it with me? Did you do it? All right, well, I'll try. I'll give you another chance. Everybody clap your hands. Did you do it? Did you do it with me?